Okay, let's get started. So I welcome you all to this Microsoft Intune overview session. Now, in this session, I'm going to discuss about Intune architecture. Then we will discuss about the historical background of Intune. Then why Intune is the best choice for organization, why you should learn Intune. Okay. Then we are going to discuss about the um, course content, what all things we are going to learn in this training. Okay, so first of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Kashif. I am from Mumbai, India. I have somewhere around 15 years of practical IT experience. I work as a IT architect, wherein I implement technologies for organizations. And side by side, I am involved in training, wherein I have trained more than 40,000 students globally. Now, with regards to expertise, I have expertise on various platforms like Intune, SCCM, Active Directory, Azure, PowerShell, application packaging, Microsoft 365. Um, I have completed my master's in information technology and I am a Microsoft certified professional. And this is my email address and website address. Okay, guys, so that's about me. Now, let me take you to the next slide, which talks about Microsoft Intune. Now, what is Microsoft Intune? It's a Microsoft product. When did this product come into the market? So, first of all, let's understand the historical background of this product. So, it started from 2010. Now, what is the main reason? Why did it come into the market? What was the purpose? What is the core functionality of this product? So, it is basically MDM and MAM, mobile device management and mobile application management, as we have mentioned here, mobile device and mobile application. Mobile means not just mobile. So it can manage Windows Phone as well, Windows desktop, Windows laptop, like Windows 10 and Windows 11 computers. Plus, it can manage MacBook, it can manage Android devices, mobile phones, Windows mobile phones, plus iOS devices. Also, they have added to manage Linux devices as well. So these devices you can manage Windows plus Mac plus Android plus Mac, iOS devices and Windows Phone and Linux devices. It can also manage application inside the devices. Application like, for example, Outlook. So you can deploy policy for Outlook, how Outlook will um, secure the data, how it will open. You can decide what all things should be copied from Outlook, what all things should not be copied from Outlook. So we can create application protection policy basically. So where various things we can do in application section and various things you can do on device management. So Intune basically started in 2010, and from 2010 till 2019 it was going okay. Okay, it was not that good product at that time because it was evolving. Microsoft was adding more and more features into this. So from 2019, what happened after COVID-19? People started working from home. In 2019, what happened? COVID. So after COVID-19, we now have either full remote work or people are working from home. Okay, people are people started working from home, or we have hybrid kind of scenario wherein few days you go to office and few days you work from home. So it was very difficult to manage devices when it was outside the office premises. The devices are outside, the laptops are at home. It was very difficult to manage those devices. It was very difficult to make them compliant. It was very difficult to deploy applications or updates. So there were a lot of issues after COVID. So what happened? People started moving towards Intune. And now Intune is like after 2019, it is now being implemented almost all big size and medium size organization. It's like a big monster now. So you will find this product in all big size organization and medium size organization. You may find it on a small organization too, but wherever you go, you will find Intune, because Intune manages devices over the internet. That's the best part. You can deploy all policies and everything on the internet. You don't need office premises network. You don't need that requirement. That's prerequisite. You have, as long as the devices have internet connection, it will receive Intune policies. So that's the best part. So people who were using SCCM, like on this call, some of you guys are using SCCM, right? SCCM is primarily managing devices on LAN network, in inside office premises. But SCCM people faced a lot of challenges after COVID-19. So then this Intune implementation accelerated all over the globe. And now the thing is, the current scenario is it is present in almost all big size and medium size organization. It's moving like a monster now, the big monster now. Okay, got it? So Intune is implemented in almost all big size and medium size organization, and Intune can do mobile device management and mobile application management. That's the main reason why Intune is implemented in organization. Now, how you manage devices? What do you mean by management? Management means you will have complete control on the devices. For example, you have devices in Sydney, right? And you have some devices in Toronto, Dubai, Paris. You have some devices in Berlin, California, Mumbai, right? London, Chennai, New York. You have devices in various regions. Your office, let's say your organization is HCL or Infosys or Amazon, right? And you would like to manage devices of all the employees in your organization. So you have, let's assume that you have 100,000 employees. 100,000 employees will be using computers or mobile devices, right? So you can enroll those devices. Your employees' computer and mobile devices will have to be enrolled into Intune. So either you do enrollment manually or automatically. There are various methods of enrollment. It's pretty simple. So enrollment will happen once the devices are enrolled. And let's assume you are in Mumbai. You are in Mumbai as IT administrator or Intune administrator. You are working as Intune administrator from Mumbai. So from Mumbai, you can control all the devices, no matter where the device is located, as long as the device has internet connection. So from Mumbai, you can wipe out the devices in Sydney, wipe out like factory reset devices in Sydney. From Mumbai, you can deploy applications in Toronto devices. From Mumbai, you can deploy updates to your devices in Dubai. You can deploy configuration profiles to Paris computers. You can deploy compliance policies on California machines. You can deploy compliance policies. You can deploy scripts, right? You can deploy various other things on Chennai computers or New York computers, right? So remotely you can perform these tasks, remotely wipe out the devices, remotely reset password, remotely turn off the camera, remotely you can um, disable some features of the devices. You don't have to travel to these countries. You can perform everything from Intune console. So that's the best part, because the devices are over the internet and you deploy all policies through internet. So no matter where the devices are located, they don't have to come to the office to get policies from Intune. Okay. Now, how Intune is designed by Microsoft. Let's understand this. Intune is a product, Microsoft product. Now, how Microsoft has designed and implemented this. So basically, this is in cloud. Intune is configured in cloud. Intune services is running on Azure Cloud Data Center. Azure Data Center. Azure Data Center, it's a Microsoft data center, as you all know. Now, it is present in almost more than 60 countries now. This cloud data center, Azure Cloud Data Center. So when you create your Intune account, suppose you are in India, and when you create your Intune account, then chances are very high that your account will get created either in India Central or India South. Depends on your actual location. If you are close to India South, then it will get created in India South. If you are close to India Central, then it will get created in India Central. Depends on the availability as well. If you are in US, your account will get created in US data center, right? Similarly, if you are in Canada, your account will get created in Canada data center. So this is the global overview where Azure data centers are located. Now let me take you to the outside view of one of the data center. For example, you come to India data center. Let's assume that this is India data center, Azure India data center. India data center. So data center outside view. It will be like a big building. Inside that building, you will have multiple floors like this, like say 10 floors building, right? Multiple floors. This is like outside view. Every data center will be at the it will not be in the city. It will always be in a remote location wherein you will find a big building, a Google data center or Microsoft data center or IBM data center or Amazon data center. You will find it like this big building. Inside that building, you will have multiple floors. So for example, Intune needs 2 floors or 3 floors. So first 2 floors are for purely for Intune. Okay, so Intune dedicated for Intune, the first floor and the second floor, 2 floors dedicated for Intune. The Intune services are running in these 2 floors because it's a big, it needs big architecture, right? Intune, so many people all over the globe, millions of billions of devices are being managed, and thousands and thousands of company all over the globe, they need Intune to manage their devices. So let's say first 2 floors or first 3 floors or first 5 floors are for purely for Intune. Now this is the outside view of the data center. Now let me take you to the inside view. Now data center will look like this from inside. So you have like containers, right? These are, yeah, let's assume this is your first floor. First floor. So on your first floor, you will find containers. You see, these are the containers. How many containers? Various containers. For example, on first floor, you have 1,000 containers. Okay, 1,000 containers. Okay. Now in this container, you have multiple racks. As you see, these are racks, right? And in these racks, you have high configured servers. One rack will have like 20 high configured servers or 50 high configured servers, depends. And then you have connection, network connection. As you see, these are wires connected, network connection. Yeah, and it will also have the power connection, right? Electricity connection and network connection, right? So this is your high configured servers placed in each rack. So when you create your suppose you are in India and you create your subscription. So your subscription will get created here in one of the data center, one of the high configure servers. If I create, I'll get created, my account will get created here. And my space and your space will be totally different. And you cannot access my space. I cannot access your space. It's like a tenancy. We are taking tenancy from Azure. Okay, so Azure will give us, um, Microsoft will give us the space, and we will have to pay for it. Okay, we need to pay for it. Now, so 1,000 containers, let's assume we have 1,000 containers. So 1,000 containers or more than 1,000 containers. I'm just giving you a random number, but don't consider it as 1,000. You can have 5,000 or 10,000 containers. In those containers, you have like 50, let's say 50,000 high configured servers, high configure configured servers. Okay. Now the combination of more than 500 or 1,000 servers is called Azure Service Fabric Cluster. Azure Service Fabric Cluster. In that cluster, you will have like in one cluster, in one Azure Service Fabric cluster, you will have like, let's say 1,000 containers, and in 1,000 containers, you have like 50,000 high configured servers. Okay. So it is basically configured in the cluster. Okay. When we have big usage, when the usage are more, then Azure, Microsoft is configuring this in cluster, just like Azure Service Fabric cluster. Inside that, Intune services are running. Okay. Now this is the actual architecture of the Intune services. So far, I started from globally. This is the overview of Azure. Then this is the outside view of the data center. Then this is the inside view of the data center. Now let's go a little deeper, and this is the Intune architecture. Okay, Intune. Intune is designed by Microsoft. Now, when you create your Intune subscription, you get your web console, Intune Access. How will you access Intune? Using web console. From that web console, you do configuration and reporting. Your information goes to Graph API, and Graph API is a communication bridge between you and Intune services in the backend. So your data will pass on to Intune services in the backend, and it will be configuring devices or protect data or manage application. Depends on things what you would like to do. Okay. Then Intune has integration with various things, like Intune has integration with Microsoft Entra ID. Intune has integration with SCCM co-management. Intune has integration with Microsoft Defender. Then Intune has integration with App Store, Apple App Store, Google Play Store, Microsoft Store, Microsoft 365, Google Cloud, and Microsoft Google Play apps. Various integrations are there. Okay. Now, Intune can manage devices like Windows devices, Windows Mac devices, Android, iOS, iPad, and Linux devices. And Intune can manage these. Intune can manage applications inside the devices like iOS and iPad OS, Android applications. You can deploy updates to your devices. You can deploy applications, right? You can deploy configuration policies. You can protect data. You can do Windows Autopilot, endpoint analytics, window. So these are some of the things which are I'm showing you in high level, but when you go in the actual training, when you do the practical session, then you will be able to get more clear picture. Okay, so this is how Intune is designed by Microsoft. Now let me take you to the next slide. Now Intune has competitors as well. These are the competitors of Intune, like um, Mobile Iron, then Workspace ONE. This is from VMware, IBM 360, Citrix, Jamfro, Tanium, Hexnode, BlackBerry, SOTI, Cisco Meraki. Now these products are focusing only on Android and iOS devices. That is the disadvantage of these products. They are not focusing on, some of them can manage Windows devices as well, but it is not as good as Intune because it's a Microsoft. So Microsoft manages Windows devices pretty well rather than other third-party products. So these products were focusing, when they started in 2010 or 15, they were managing only Android and iOS devices. But Intune manages, you can manage Windows devices, Windows 10 and Windows 11. That's the biggest part in Intune. You can manage Windows devices. And because of this, people started using this one, and after COVID it accelerated, because people are using laptops, Windows 10 laptop or Windows 11 laptop all over the globe. Then um, Android devices, it can manage Android, it can manage iOS devices, right? Then MacBook, then um, Linux, right? Um, yes, iPad, iOS, iPhone, right? iPhone, iPad. Okay. So Intune covering all um, leading operating system, guys. So that's the reason it's like a monster. Everyone is using Intune. Those who were using these products, they are migrating towards Intune. You know, those who were using these uh, competitors, they are moving towards Intune now. Almost all companies. Now, why Intune is the best choice for organization? First, you have to understand whether this is easy to deploy or not. Yes, it's pretty easy. You don't have to install any architecture in your organization. You don't have to install servers, database, nothing. Everything is in cloud. You just take subscription like Gmail. Gmail is what? It's a um, you create your subscription like your email address and you start sending and receiving emails. So just like that. It's a SaaS product. SaaS means software as a service. You don't have to install anything. You just create subscription and that's it. Okay. It has integration with Microsoft product, unified management. It's a SaaS product. It is very cheap, right? Cross-platform support that you can support iOS, Android devices and all. It has various automation and efficiency. Your employees can work remotely from anywhere. They don't need to come to office to get Intune policies, unlike SCCM, right? Comprehensive device management solution, security and compliance feature, configuration profile, application management, conditional access is there. Security, it has more security features than its competitors, and it is pretty easy to do the enrollment. So these are some of the things which you have to consider why this product is best choice for organization. They can easily implement this one. Next is why you should learn Intune. You guys are going to learn Intune. Why? First of all, you need to understand that this is a matured product. It's not a new product. It's there in the market for the past 15 years. Now it is implemented in almost all big size and medium size company. And because of that, you have good vacancies all over the place, no matter wherever you are located, either in India or outside India, you have good vacancies all over the globe. Good salary, you can expect a salary of a $50 per hour average salary, and 800,000 Indian rupees average salary, annual salary, 800,000. Now, is it easy to learn Intune? Yes, it is easy. Why? Because anyone who is from IT or non-IT background can easily learn this one. And the reason why it is easy, because you don't need to learn any coding languages. No programming languages are required like C, C++, Java, nothing. You don't need to learn any coding languages here. Everything is GUI based. You just have to follow some steps to achieve your task. And in case if you are facing some challenges, some issues, you can simply Google it out or go to Chat GPT. You can get your issues resolved, or you will be able to find out the solution. So online resources are available, documentation are available, issues which people have faced all over the globe, they are available. You can find out those issues and fix. Good career path, you can make your career as a L1 engineer, L2 engineer, L3, then architect. So you have these pointers why you should learn Intune. Okay. Next point is the Intune licensing. Intune is not free. You will have to pay for it. Okay. So either you take Microsoft 365 license or standalone license or enterprise mobility plus security. Okay. So these licenses are there. You can take any one of them, right? But generally, organization, they are taking this one because um, this is basically being utilized in organizations. It helps you to activate various products, like you can activate Office application, you can activate your operating system, you can do Windows auto patch. Various things are included in this one. This is like a big license. In that one, various things are there. But if you take this license, Intune standalone, it's gonna cost you $8 per user per month. Intune license is $8 per user per month. Okay. Now, Microsoft Intune lab setup. So next session, when we meet in the next session, guys, we will start setting up our lab. So you have to have these configuration on your computer to in our training, we will do theory plus practical. Each one of you will have to have your uh, lab ready, right? So I will guide you how to go about it. So either you need a desktop or you need a laptop. Anything will work. So on that laptop or desktop, you need to have Windows 10 or Windows 11 operating system or Mac operating system. So that's the first requirement. You need a computer with good internet connectivity, and that computer needs to have these one of the operating systems. Then you need to have 8 GB RAM, the memory, 8 GB RAM minimum. You need to have minimum 4 logical processor and minimum 100 GB free hard disk space. 100 GB free hard disk space. Okay. These things are needed for you to set up your lab, Intune lab. You need a Visa or Master credit card or debit card to create your Intune subscription, and you need Android or iOS mobile device. So what is our plan? The plan is we will create our Intune subscription, right? The Intune subscription will be created somewhere in the India data center. Suppose you are in India. If you are in UK or Germany, then you will get your account created in your uh, nearest location, right? And we will enroll the device. We will create one virtual machine here inside your laptop, and we'll enroll that device into Intune. Plus, we'll enroll mobile device into Intune, and then we will be supplying policies on these devices. We'll supply policy, we'll supply applications, we'll supply updates, right? We'll supply script to see how these things are done in the production environment. So we will try to simulate it as a production environment, like in companies, how we do it in company. We'll try to do the similar task to see how it goes. So that is our requirement. So one computer is needed with these configuration. Now, before I take you to the question and answers, first of all, let me take you to Intune syllabus. Okay, so Intune syllabus, the course outline, what we are going to learn in this session. So I have already shared the link with you, the syllabus link, but in case if you do not receive it, did not receive it, you let me know. Now it is gonna be starting from scratch. We are going to learn what is MDM, information on Intune versus SCCM, introduction on Intune lab, then introduction on Entra. So various things are there, but we will start from scratch as if you are a fresher. So my course starts from scratch, basic to advanced level. So as if you are a fresher, I consider everyone in the session as a fresher, and we'll do from step by step. Like we have Windows Autopilot is also covered in this one. Line of business application for all kind of platform. Win32 application, then PowerShell script deployment, filter, right? ADMX template, Windows auto patch, Windows update. We will upgrade the machine from Windows 10 to Windows 11. Then we will downgrade as well from 11 to 10. Then we have application protection policy, enrollment status page, autopilot of existing device, pre-provisioning of autopilot. Then we are going to see integration of Patch My PC application and updates into Intune, Windows Auto Patch, SCCM co-management, onboard devices into security portal, remote help, BitLocker, labs. Then we'll be enrolling Linux devices, and we'll see how to deploy policies on them. We'll enroll a Mac device to see how to deploy compliance policy, configuration, application, and script. Then iOS devices, iPad devices, then Android devices. We'll see all these things according to the plan of this um, course content. Now, after this training, if you would like to take exam and become certified, then you need to take this MD 102 exam. MD 102 exam is right here, and you will have to pay 165 US dollar for if you are in United States or different country. But India, it's very cheap. It's 4,865 Indian rupees. So around 5,000 Indian rupees, guys. So that you have to pay to Microsoft to take this exam. But I will guide you how to pass this exam. If you would like to take this exam, you need to let me know. I'll help you pass this exam. So that is also um, included in this one, right? Now, let me go back to this and let you know what all things first the duration. So we are going to, this is our weekend session. This is weekend session, right? Okay. So what time? So type of the session is weekend. Okay. And time. So we will do 10:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. IST, India time. Days when we are going to do Saturday and Sunday only. Saturday and Sunday we will have session for 2.5 hour session or 3 hours, maximum 3 hour session. So 10:30 to 1 o'clock. That is weekend session, Saturday and Sunday class, guys. Okay. And how much time it is going to take to finish total duration? So 7 weekends or maximum. I'm saying 7 weekends, but hopefully we will be able to finish it off in 6 weekends. But let's keep it as 7 weekends. If you have more question or you need more time to practical and all, so 7 weekends, like 14 days required. 14 days, Saturday and Sunday, right? 7 weekends to finish 1.5 months, guys. 1.5 months to finish all the topics. Then uh, what all things you are going to get in this session? Okay, things which you get. Uh, you will get what? You will get recording of each session. Every day we will record the session and I'll give you the recording. Course material, study material. Then I'll give you a certificate, course completion certificate. Okay, course completion certificate. What else you will get? Um, sample CV, resume. Then you will get um, sample CV, interview question and answers, interview Q&A. Okay. and exam support. So I'll help you with the exam as well. Exam dump as well. Exam dumps. Okay. So these things are included in this one, guys. Okay. So we are going to start the session now. Today was the demo session, right? Today we just did the demo session. Actual session. The session is getting started. Session will start from coming Saturday. So coming Saturday is, I think it's 8th, 8th of November, right? 8th November. Okay, 8th November 2025 at 10:30 a.m. India time. So today we have met just to let you know what all things are going to be covered in the session. And if you have any question before we start our training session, you can ask those things just to get yourself prepared for the session. So session will get started from 8th of November at 10:30 a.m. India time. So those who are interested to take this session from coming Saturday, you need to contact on this number, the number given below, right? You need to contact on this number to get yourself enrolled. You need to make payment and get yourself enrolled. I'll let you know if you are interested. You send me a message on WhatsApp. I'll send you the fees details and enrollment details. Okay. Now, you guys need to ask a question if you have. So I'll stop right here. You tell me in case if you have any question, guys. Anyone has any question related to the training? No question. Our training will be live. I'll be giving you live scenario questions, assignments. So you will get assignments as well. Live scenario assignments. As if you are getting requirements in your organization. So I'll try to simulate it in the same fashion so that you will get that kind of exposure. Okay, guys, any question from anyone? Samajit, Bhakat, Ganesh, hmm? Perry, yes. You have any question? How powerful is your certificate? How powerful is my certificate? My certificate is not powerful as Microsoft. So to get powerful certificate, you get Microsoft certificate. I will give my course completion certificate that you have completed this one, so that you can, in case if you are going for interview, you can show it to them that you are a trained you have attended Microsoft Intune training, you have completed that one. So in terms of powerful, you are saying go for Microsoft. I would suggest, not my certificate. Any other question? Nandu, Prasanna, Vinay, Bakat. Bakat, you attended my SCCM session, no? Intune is used for patching. Yes, definitely. You can use Intune for patch deployment. In fact, Intune has patch deployment of Intune is far more easier and better than SCCM. SCCM, if you compare SCCM and Intune, you will feel Intune patching is nothing in front of SCCM. It's pretty easy. We have Windows auto patch in Intune that makes your life more easier. Okay, Bhakat. Vinay, you have any question? Ganesh, Nandu, Samajit, Prasanna. Okay, so if you guys don't have any question, then we can stop right here, and you can contact me on this number in case if you would like to continue. If you don't want to continue, that's okay. But from 8th of November, I will start a new batch at 10:30 India time morning. That is 6 a.m. Your time, Perry, in Germany. It's gonna be 6 a.m. No, I think yes, 6 a.m. 10:30 will be 6 a.m. after uh, daylight saving. Okay,
Thank you.
okay, guys. Thank you for joining the session. I hope I was able to give all the information for you to start the training. In case if you are interested, you contact me on this number. Bye now. Bye everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye guys.